Good day, everyone. Good day. How are you guys doing? We are ready to start. The markets will open, the cash market will open in about 5 minutes from now. So we are ready. So Nasdaq already pushed since the open. The market gapped and it gapped aggressively, and since the Asian session it just kept pushing upwards right there. What happened with the DAX during the London? It reached this resistance and then it dropped. Bitcoin also run up aggressively. Ethereum almost 2% up, and the rest. The biggest surprise is the gold all-time high, new all-time high here. Okay. So what's going on the other screens? Let's go back to the Nasdaq. Look at these guys. Look at this one here. So let's make some plans for today. In a couple of minutes, we will see the market to push to the upside, I guess. But one second. I'm going to show you the other charts, but because they don't, I use the software with the order flow analysis and footprint. But on this one, on that one there, we will not be able to see, this move. So keep in mind that the market, it's going to be shown with a big gap. I'm going to put this screen aside. So we will be able to see what is happening right here. Okay, so we are ready. Let's see who is here with us, who is here on the chat. So what we are expect today. Alrighty. Okay, 10 seconds. 10 seconds for the market open. To be honest, I expect the price to reach this. Okay, it went up here. Okay. So sellers enter aggressively. Let's add the volume indicator. So, did you guys get into any trades today? Volume, where are you? Here it is. Okay. So here is what the market is actually doing. So far, that's the daily's volume. That's the point of control. What I want to see here, Matthew. Hi, Theo. It's Matt. I made it. Well done, mate. Thanks for joining. Great to see you here. So at the open, the market is dropping below. That's the 5-minute chart. If we check the 1-minute time frame, we don't see much of a difference. But here we can see that there is a lot of volume transacting at these levels, but majority of the volume transacted down there. And the market will anticipate a move to the downside because guess what? Usually the areas where the majority of volume transact, they become magnets. Thomas, pleasure to have you here, mate. I hope you're doing great. Of course, nice to see you all, guys. Thanks for your support. That's the first live we are doing. Yeah. You are short on USD yen. Alrighty. So now the up. Let me bring you this one. Up. Okay, so what we are seeing here are aggressive buyers hitting the bid. The market is trying to push further to the upside. If we are trading, if you want to see the order flow here, if you want to scalp this one for now, we had aggressive buyers interacting. Okay, I just need to readjust the screen so you can see everything I have here. I have 4 screens here. I'm trying to make them so you can all see them. Look at these guys. Look at how the sellers are getting in to push the price down. Yeah. So they're going to try to push further and further. Here it is. Look at how much volume is transacting here. So the market is suspected to move further down. The reason is 103 aggressive buyers didn't manage to push the price further up. And that means sellers gaining the control now. And the price will come right here at the R1 pivot. And if we don't see a bounce, then it's going to come all the way down to these low volume nodes. Guys, this is by far the best way to trade the markets, okay? If you want to do scalping day trading, just stick to these sessions. You're going to be amazed. Who else is with us? Look at this. Look at this. The volume now is increasing. See, sellers increasing volume. If we flip back to the volume profile, we can see 14,000 contracts traded with -2.5 delta, negative delta. So the sellers are really pushing the market down. Now we are on the 10,500 contract. Sellers are still in control. Look at this one here. Just need to open my account because we're going to have great trades today, guys. Oh my goodness. The markets are going to be crazy today. Whoop. Let's bring this up. So the sellers are kind of bailing out because look at this. The volume is getting shrinked and we see half sellers staying in the market. So most likely now the buyers will get in control. But that's not just enough. We need to make sure that there is a kind of level of support where the buyers can use it to push to the upside. Okay. Look at the volume here. It's getting less and less and less. We are reaching an area of support on the higher time frame. I'm just looking at another chart on another screen, actually, same chart. Just trying to prepare my trading. And here, okay, just one second. Okay, we see the volume transacted at this level is getting higher and higher and higher. It looks like the buyers stepped in. We need to see a push to the upside to test this VWAP. Okay, so the market here had 10,000 contracts traded with minus 63 delta. That means less sellers in the market. Here, pretty much same amount of contracts traded, and the buyers printed that bullish candlestick, but at the same time, the market didn't push to the upside. Now, this is crucial, guys. We need to see if the sellers will follow through this one. So far, we can see that they are still pushing lower, but they were unable to close below this candle's low. And they left these wicks. If you see the 1 minute time frame, they left these wicks. So it's kind of the market wants to accumulate at this area. We will see what's going to happen. A good area to look for shorts will be somewhere here. All right, somewhere here, because we have low volume transacted at this place. Excuse me. Let's make a box. Somewhere here. I will be looking to short somewhere there today. We see that the volume is getting lower and lower and lower here. Okay, let's see if the buyers will push the price to the upside. They are still holding very strong this level. We are at a key area of support. See how many contracts are transacting over here. If the price breaks and closes above this pivot, then we're definitely going to see a return at least back to the VWAP. Again, the price is sitting at a strong level of support since the open. I can see it on the higher time frames. Alrighty. Now, the market is accumulating so aggressively from here. If the price breaks either to the upside or to the downside, we're going to see an explosion. Okay. So here it comes, here it comes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if the price will come all the way to our level, and we're going to look to short it from there. Looks like it is failing. Another 5 seconds for the candle's closure. Okay, now it's going to go down. The volume is increasing there. We have 42. So what is going on here is that the buyers try to push the price up, but they failed. So most likely now the sellers will take the control. Let's see. My goodness, it's so much battle here happens between both sides. Come on, either you're going to break it or fake it. Decide. Whoa, aggressive sellers. Very much aggressive sellers here. Let's see if it's going to be a fake. Oh my God, imagine if that's going to be a false breakout, guys. Imagine if that will end up as a false breakout. It means the price is going to rally to the low volume node area. I don't know why buyers are still strong here. Look at this. How many contracts? 8,000 contracts traded, and we have minus 1K delta. But so if the sellers, they were so strong, they should have pushed the price further down now, to be honest. Look at this. Minus 1K on delta. That means the sellers significantly outperform the buyers here. And now, look at guys, look at this. What is going on here is that we are half the way on the contracts. 4,000 contracts are traded right now. And the buyers are by 1,200 more on the bid than the sellers. Wow. The price should push to the upside now. I'm waiting for the move to the upside, to be honest. I'm waiting. I want to see the buyers to take in control, because if we don't see a healthy retracement, the market will, at some point, it's going to start going sideways on lower prices. And we need to see that healthy retracement. $2,000 contracts traded, minus 90 on the delta. We are at a point of control here, as you see from the volume profile. Look at this one. Look at this here. There is a strong support from the Asian and London session and the pre-market session here. Do you see that? There is a strong support. That's the 30-minute time frame. And the price failed to move below here. So maybe that was the retracement. And after that, we might going to see the price pushing to the upside. Okay, here they come. Look at this. The buyers completely dominated this area. So a strong key level is around 25,760. The volume gets lower and lower here. And as the price pushes down, guys, the volume should increase. In a healthy downtrend, in a strong downtrend, the volume has to increase in the direction of the momentum. The price is struggled to push through the pivot point, the R1 pivot point. So either we're going to see an aggressive breakout or we're going to see a bearish engulfing right here. Let's wait. Let's see what the price action will do. So 30 seconds in this 1 minute candlestick. Now, if this candlestick closes above the VWAP, the market will easily reach this level. We see that the volume is picking up now, the price is going up and the volume is picking up. That's a very bullish sign. Very bullish sign, guys. The volume is picking up and the price is moving up. So we need a little bit more push here to cover this fair value area. Now, if we're going to apply the delta profile from here down there, we can see that this level is a low volume transaction as well. But here we have 4,000, here 8. Okay, maybe the market will just stop there, will not go further up. Okay. Here it comes, here it comes. So what I want to see here is some transaction between buyers and sellers. And if the buyers fail to keep pushing to the upside, I want to go short. Oh. On this one now. So the way to time your entries is by using some order flow volume analysis. It's going to give you very good indication of what the sentiment of the market is. Now we have the buyers didn't make it to the upside, so most likely the price will drop from this point onwards. But we need a confirmation. I would love to get involved to the short side now, but I need confirmation. I can't just go blindly like this. Confirmation that the sellers are in control. Let's pop up this window here. Okay. Let's see if the sellers will manage to push the price to the downside. Look, here they are transacting quite significant, let's say. Now the volume is getting lower. I don't know if this bullish candle will reach this high. Buyers stepped in very aggressively, as we can see from the footprint. What you see on the first line is the total volume transacted in the market. What you see on the second line, if it's positive number, it means the buyers outperform the sellers, and if it's negative, it means the sellers outperform the buyers. So in a very simplistic explanation. If you want, I can run some YouTube videos and some webinars to explain you exactly how do I look the delta, the volume, and how I get into trades by using all this stuff. And if you really want to master trading, guys, it's so fascinating to trade with. Once you bring your, you synchronize your eyes and your head around this delta and volume profile, it's gonna massively highly impact your trading. Very much. Sellers are entering aggressively. See, all these delta, all these sell orders are hitting the market now so aggressively. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Now, for the down move to occur and be sustainable, we need to see a continuation to the downside. This is all what we need to see. Thomas, I just read your message before I opened the buy, and I got out now. I made some good profits there. From the candlestick perspective, now the market trades with inside candlesticks. But still, look at the sellers, so aggressive. Oh my God. Do you think they're going to push the price down? What do you guys think? Whoa, minus 133. A significant seller entered the market here. Significant seller. Let's see if that was a fake one. Huh? So if this significant seller with 133 contracts at the low of this candle entered the market, and the market is not following through and the price just keeps going up, that means it was a false. That means it was a false breakout, and we're going to see a strong push to the upside, at least until some resistance areas. Okay. Up. So look at these aggressive buyers are bidding the market higher. It's coming to our level. It's coming here to our level. Let's see if the sellers will enter to stop this move. Let's see if the sellers will enter here to push the market to the downside. It's a real battlefield today, guys. Is the market open? This is the last week before the Christmas, before the New Year, not before the Christmas. If you want, I can put you side by side these two charts. It's this one here. I'll try to put you these two charts side by side and see. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't work. Let's see if the sellers will defend this area. Let's see. The only way to find it out early is not by looking at the candlesticks. themselves, but is by looking at the total volume transacted and who won the battle at resistance. So far, it showed that the buyers came with 5,000 contracts compared to 6,000 they pushed before, and they were positive. But before, we saw 1,573 contracts from buyers traded at the resistance, and the price didn't follow through. And here, the highest transaction was at this level with 154 buyers, and the market didn't follow through. That means if the sellers will take control, and we're going to find it from the delta, and they're going to push the price lower, the resistance most likely will hold. So far, sellers made their appearance at resistance. We need to see a follow-through, guys. We have to see a follow-through. If we don't see a follow-through, that means it was a false indication. So, let's wait. If you're going to take trades, when you entering the trades, I don't know what's your trading style, but if you trade, let's say, resistance or support, you ensure that your stop loss placement allows you for the for the false breakouts. Maybe the price will spike a little bit before it's going to go down. 10 seconds for this candle to close. We are right at resistance, as you can see from here. Here is the resistance. But what we want to see, we want to see how the volume will change. So far, only 44 buying contracts were more at resistance. Either we need to see a strong break to the upside, or we need to see a solid push downwards. Sellers hit the ask extremely aggressively in the first 20 seconds. The volume transacted at that low volume area is not significant. We had 6,000 contracts, then 4,000, 5,000 contracts, then 3.5, 3. We are lacking the volume there, guys. We are lacking the volume. Is anyone on any trade? Did you take any trades? So a bullish close with a negative delta here. Pay attention to this one. The volume getting lower and lower and lower. So a breakout either to the upside or to the downside will be significant because the volume is getting shrink. Candlesticks, they become inside. The one becomes inside to each other. So either we're going to see an aggressive move to the upside or we're going to see a melt to the downside. What do you guys want to see? Just say the price. Tell the price. What do you want to see? Maybe I'm the only one that does live on Facebook, on YouTube, and doesn't speak about, does live, trading live, and doesn't speak about cars, about vacations, and speaks only about the price. It's okay. We're going to have also some fun. Don't worry. It's just the first live, and the market is so intense. And I want to make sure that I'm not going to lose my focus from the price here. That's all what matters at the moment. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Positive delta, and the price didn't break to the upside. If this candle fails to push the price lower, guys, get ready. I think we're going to see a big drop, a big drop. That's what I think. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make some money. Let's go. Let's go. Look at this. Look at how aggressive sellers are. Oh my God. Whoa. Do you think it's coming? Look at everybody sells here. We must see a follow through. If we don't see a follow through here after 6,000 contracts and minus 1,500 delta, then what to say? Let's see. Look, sellers are building strong. They are hitting aggressively. Whoa. So, same. The volume increased, but there were less sellers compared to the previous 1 minute candlestick. Let's see what's going to happen here. But guys, we just rejected a key level of resistance. Okay. This one here, I showed you that one. I marked it here. Okay, I marked it here for you. Now we are trading at the pivot. It was a great room to make money, guys, right here at this resistance. Look at this, the volume increased there. I don't know whether the price will break to the downside or not. Looks like that the buyers are demanding the control. Look at this. That's now the price. Okay, that level played out well. I don't know whether you managed to get some trades. Now, I'm not going to call trades out. Okay, I'm not going to tell you guys buy or guys sell, because I want to be also respectful to everyone's opinion there. But yeah, what we see here is that the sellers came strong. The volume increased on the move to the downside. We are around this VWAP and the R1 pivot line. They connect the key levels of support, but we saw that the volume here on this bullish candle decreased. It didn't increase. So we need to see either a solid break to the downside and a continuation. And if that's going to happen, then the next key level of support is going to be down here. Let me point it out for you. This one here. Or if the price bounces from this level and moves to the upside, again, we can target this level up there. In terms of volume perspective, the market opened more bearish. Now the price is trading around the high volume node, this area, the balance area. Let's see if sellers will demand the pressure. Let's see. Look at this. The price dropped and the volume increased here. Now what we want to see is a follow through. We want to see continuation if we gonna sustain the selling pressure here. We are 20 seconds in the candle, 25 seconds. The candle didn't complete it yet. You cannot judge anything based on an uncompleted transaction. You must understand that in trading, you have to let the candlesticks complete it before you judge if it's a bullish or bearish, if it has bullish or bearish implications. And you have to learn that as early and as quick as possible. Many of these charts, you know me because I do either private coaching for you guys or you may bought my course. And you know my approach, it's highly respected, the candlestick formations. Now I incorporate the volume analysis and the order flow just for better entries for timing the entries. But again, candlesticks shows what the market is actually doing. Okay, here it comes, here it comes. Let's see. We want to see a strong volume candle here. Look at this. The market is building to the downside. They completely outsmatched the buyers. Now, we have to see a follow through, guys, here. We must see a follow through. If we want the price to keep pushing lower, we must see a follow through. There are still another 10 seconds left. Don't prejudge that this is a false breakout yet. You can't do that. You have to learn to be patient. You have to wait with patience. You have to allow the market to show you what's going to happen. So, the sellers from this point try to push the price lower, then buyers try to gain control with 102 more contract bidding the market. Here, Delta was super bearish, but the candlestick didn't close below these lows. We wanted to see that close, and we didn't. Let's see. Let's see. What do you guys think here? Let me know. Let me know. What do you see here? Do you think it's going to go down? Look at how aggressively buyers are building up. Oh my God. Look at these buyers. Super aggressively. Super aggressive. Aggressive buyers. Whoop. So it's a kind of an equilibrium here between sellers and buyers. That was almost 4,000 contract on each side transacted, and Delta minus 779 and plus 779. Oh my God. What is going on? We are literally sitting at that point of control level, guys. Okay. This is crucial. Guys, note this down. If at this point, in the next couple of candlesticks, the price breaks below this low, we're going to see a solid move to the downside. If it breaks below, yeah? If. There is a big if here. Let's see who will win the battle here. Who will be the winner? Buyers are trying to gain control, but now sellers are hitting the ask aggressively. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. 20 seconds for this candle to close. 20 seconds. Let's see if we're going to see a break below this low. So far, more contracts are trading on the ask. This is super. Oh my God. It's a real battlefield here. Sellers demand control so bad in this one. So we had less contract traded the last minute, but still bearish on the seller side. What do we see here? "20 seconds. 20 seconds to find out what's gonna really happen." Just 20 seconds. Whoa. 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 Look at this. Whoa. Look at this, guys. I think this candle is going to go through. It's going to drop. The market has to drop here. It has to drop. Yep. Here it's coming. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Anyone in any trades here? Okay. Alrighty. Whoa. Okay, let's see if we're gonna find aggressive buyers here. Let's see. So far, look at this. The price is dropping. The volume is increasing. Guys, today I traded from this 659 all the way up here, and I traded from here all the way down there. Wow, what a day. What a day. Okay, he's coming down. He's coming down. So the deal here is to see aggressive buyers. This is the deal. This is what we want right here. I'm not interested to go short anymore because the room to get the trades was right here at the low volume area. Let's go back to, whoa. I think buyers will just take control now because we had that negative, that was a good one. Bearish candlestick right at support with positive delta. And those, look at all these sellers here. They didn't go anywhere. Let's see what's going to happen. 3 seconds. Whoa. Aggressive sellers joined. Let's see if they're going to follow through. Look at these sellers are trying to, they want to push the price further down. What is this one here now? What do you guys think? Is the price going to keep dropping or it's going to bounce for some retracement? What do you guys think? Look at this one. We have a support here and the volume stopped going lower and lower at this point. If we're going to see a bounce and the buyers will take control, the price might going to come somewhere here around 25,700, I think. Something like that. Oh my God, just a tick below. Oh my God, just a tick below. This is one of my favorite price action patterns. I call it sandwich, when we find the bullish, bearish, bullish candlestick that forms engulfing at the end. What do you guys think here? Let's relax a little. Okay, let's relax a little bit. Let's check the 5-minute chart. Okay. Alrighty. So 5-minute time frame. The volume is expected to drop because the highest amount of volume traded at the open, as you can see on previous days. That was the open on Friday. The volume transacted the first couple of hours, the high volume. Here the same. We might gonna see some spikes during the mid of the session, but the highest volume usually transact at the beginning. Alrighty. So now I'm not interested to take any more trades, guys, to be honest. I already took one. How many trades I took so far? I took one here at the support, two. And to be honest, I got in here when we saw this one. I pressed and I got in right there. But I don't know, instead of placing the stop loss, I tried to drag the stop loss and I put the stop loss at break even. So I got out at break even. So yeah, I didn't like that. Guys, let me know, what do you want to see? Do you want me to check any currency pair for you or something? Let me know. Thomas, you said you traded, you are on the USD yen. Are you still in? Whoa, guys, look at this. Aggressive sellers are hitting the market. Look, if you don't have access, guys, to the volume and order flow analysis, how can you understand when the price is about to explode into one direction? See how many trades I got today? 4 trades. All of them, they played out so well. And just purely because of this information, I can read on the chart. Check gold, absolutely. Let's give some love to the gold. Yeah. For the gold. Whoop. All-time high. Gold is an all-time high. But we're going to check the gold. Whoop. We're going to check the gold here, I guess. Gold market. So this is the 30-minute time frame. The price of gold made a higher high again during the cash market open. Price is fairly bullish. There is one fair value gap to be filled right here, guys. Now, I'm not sure if the sellers will decide to defend this market right now. Okay, but I'm telling you for sure that if the price breaks and closes below this 4,410, it's going to come all the way down to 4,381. So write this down. For intraday and day trading on gold, because I don't use the order flow, I don't know if I have access on the order flow data for gold. I'm not going to take any position because when I'm saying, when I'm calling my trades, I want to be so freaking accurate on what I'm saying out there. Okay. I'm not doing the lives just to spam hike. I'm doing the lives to transform you into profitable traders, considering that you will adapt my mindset and my mentality in trading. Oh my God. And I got out of this trade. Look at this. The volume transacted almost at the same level with this candle. Look at this, guys. Look at this one here. So the 3,200 contracts with a negative delta, and they didn't follow through. So what was the chances? The market now is expecting to push to the upside, at least until a key level of resistance. Let's find out. Now the market is sitting at this pivot line, and it's a key level of resistance. But now, because the market stopped being trending, I'm not willing to risk anything to get into any trades. I want to trade when the market is trending. I want to trade like this one. At this point here, we had the highest probability that if the sellers will make their appearance, like we explained based on the order flow analysis, yes, the market had the chance to push further down. We call that, yeah. And right here, we saw aggressive buyers. We explained why, and now the market is on its way up. Now, at this point, the middle of the range, we have zero clue of what's going to happen. Okay. We have zero clue. We had some good news for the yen. Thomas said, let's check it out. USD yen. Oh, you short this one here. Good on you. Yes. Amazing. Guys, I love it when you guys making profits. Now, let me hit you with an analysis here. Now, if this area, because this is the key level of support on a higher time frame, but we don't know, maybe it's going to break, okay? Because now the market creates these congestions with all these inside candlesticks, and it's one, if you are in any of my communities, or if you went through my course, you should know that this is the one and only most powerful candlestick strategies you can trade. The break of the inside candlesticks, the break of the mother candlestick, actually. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited doing these lives now. I will do them 3 times per week for now, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. My goal is to do them daily, but for now they're going to be only for 3 days. What else? Just tell me if you are in any trade, or if you took any trade today. Let me give you some analysis there. For those they have no idea who I am, I'm trading for so many years now. But I always stayed silent. I'm not the guy that likes to flex on social media. I just like to put only pure, 100% accurate information. I'm not going to post any bullshits out there, guys, just to impress you. I don't care. I'm just a serious trader, and I trade for a living, and for me that's more than enough. Now I decided to share some information and some pure knowledge. I'm not saying that I know what's going to happen in the market, but I'm just saying that I have a lot of experience trading the markets live, so I can share a lot of things with you. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, let's reset the chart. Mainly, I like to look at the order flows when the price reaches at key level of resistance or support. Now, let me share something with you. There are moments when you are watching the live market orders executed, you can find some key information. Like, for example, I remember the first day I was watching with someone the markets. We were live, and we saw increased volume, 5 times increased volume within one candlestick, right at resistance. And it was like, man, let's buy it. We bought the shit out of that one, because that was a high quality trade. And this is what you want to look for. You want to look for high quality trades. So this one here, the buyers are appearing super aggressive now, super aggressive. But I don't want to buy the resistance. I'm not the guy that is going to buy the resistance. I trade, and that was my mentality going into the trading, guys. I'm going to trade the $100 account the same way I'm going to trade the $1 million account. No difference. I'm going to place stop loss where I have to place it. I'm going to place take profit where I have to place it. And I'm going to take the high quality trades only. And because I want you to learn some stuff, we are all humans. I'm also a human. I also do some trading errors, but just in a heartbeat, in a second, I'm just getting out of the position. If I see that, oh my God, I shouldn't take it here. I don't know what I was thinking right there. Okay, so don't think that I'm a robot and I don't do trading errors. Of course I do, but I have the discipline to cut my trading errors just in a millisecond. Can you look at the Bitcoin is moving up and down? Let's give it up for the Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin. Everything for the Bitcoin today. Let's go. Maybe next time I will play some music for you guys. Okay, Bitcoin. Which time frame do you want to look at it? Let's start with the 4-hour time frame. Obviously, the Bitcoin now is sitting at a key level of resistance. This resistance here from Wednesday, resistance from Wednesday, and resistance from 2 weeks ago. So key level of resistance around $90,000. On the 4-hour, on the hourly time frame, the buyers struggled to push through. If this bearish engulfing candlestick comes so aggressive, then we will see a continuation to the downside. 15-minute chart. Look, now sellers are in control, okay? But overall, this market is bullish. And Steven, I know that you are going through the blueprint of day trading, our course. So let me give you a hint here. If the trend line, I don't know if you covered the trend lines yet, but if the trend line doesn't break yet, the market has bullish implication. Doesn't mean we're not going to see the reversal, but we have to create high probability scenarios to trade. Okay, the one thing I will say to everyone here, guys, watch for candlestick price action patterns, everything to understand the market pace. Once you understand the market pace, and you make up your mind in which direction you're going to take the trade, then and only then look at volume, look at inside the candlesticks to find out when you're going to take your entry. Okay, does this make sense? I hope that helps you. I just saw now on Nasdaq, let me go back on Nasdaq. Okay, inside, over, inside, over, inside. I just see now on Nasdaq that the volume is decreasing and we don't see the sellers making the move to the downside. We need to see the sellers making the move to the downside. Otherwise, the market is going to bounce. Okay, low volume at key areas of support during a downtrend, it increases the chances of more or of reversal rather than continuation. But we trade what we see, not what we feel, not what we think. The market is in a downtrend based on this 1-minute chart. The market makes equals low and compress at the highs. And that's a descending triangle pattern. I will buy this only if I see something that screams that buyers will dominating. And in order to do that, I need to check here the delta in respect to the volume. And I need to see something unusual here. So we want to see sellers or carrying at a significant volume and a big seller. Where is that big seller? We want to see a big seller here, guys. Minus 4.2. Volume still the same. Half of the sellers remain in control here. Now, the volume, same, sellers become less and less, or no, they're increasing now. Again, no clue here. Now we are looking some big sellers hitting the market. Minus 99, minus 108, minus 113. Look, I'm not going to take the breakout to this one. We are seeing look at this, very strong sellers. Look at this, minus 188. Whoa, minus 1,000 on the delta. Whoa, what is this? Where did I go? Where is my camera? My camera is playing games with me today. Whoop. Look at these guys. Look at how minus 200, minus 200, minus 100. Look at these guys. 6,000 contracts traded now on Nasdaq with minus 1,600 on the delta. That means 1,600 more sellers than buyers. If we don't see a follow through here, we're going to get the bounce. Look at this. Where are these aggressive sellers? Where are they? Where did they go? Where did they go? 200 plus 100 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. It's about 700 sellers, only sellers here. So if the price doesn't follow through, that means something is not right in the momentum. We have to see. Maybe it's going to follow through. I'm not saying it's not going to follow through. Maybe it will follow through. We don't know. But all these sellers here, they didn't transact, right? They didn't transact here because minus 1,700 sellers at support, and they didn't follow through, and we saw 200 buyers more in the market. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? Matthew, currently I'm using the Motive Way. I'm testing the Motive Way, okay, this platform. I'm testing it. I'm not 100% sold if I'm going to buy the yearly membership. It's been 1 month I'm testing this one. I want to test a few of them. This is, honestly, that was super, super hard to set it up. It took me, my goodness, 2 weeks to set it up because not only I couldn't find how to connect it, some videos and all this stuff, but it was a bit difficult to set it up. That's why I'm going to test a few more platforms before I'm going to decide which one I'm gonna buy. I will let you know. If you want, I will definitely let you know. Let's see if the buyers will, oh my God, guys. Let's see what's gonna happen here. So far, aggressive buyers are beating this market. Look at this. Aggressive buyers and only. Another 5 seconds. 5 seconds for this candle to complete. 2,000 contracts, minus a 50. Sellers, they came strong at the... Oh my God, look at these sellers are accumulating. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at these sellers. Market is down. The market is down. Look at this. So the break to the downside, it looks like it's real now. All these contracts are trading now below this low. The volume increased significantly from 2,000 volume, now 5,000, and we are still halfway in this candlestick. Whoa, whoa. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. So the buyers didn't manage to push the price higher at this attempt. The selling pressure is so aggressive. Look at these guys. Look at this. Increased volume. This is exactly what you want to see. You want to see increased volume with increased, if the price is dropping, with increased minus delta, with negative delta. That's all what you want to see. Let's do reset scale. Alrighty, let's see who will win the battle here. So far the price just drops. Sellers are super aggressive. Okay, now there is a weakness. The market printed more volume but less sellers contract, and this is not very good from the buyers, from the seller side. Okay. Did you understand what I just said? That had 8,800 total volume traded on the bid and ask, and 1,900 the more sales contract. And then volume increased, but the sellers decreased. The people who sold here, they were less compared to the people they sold there. And we should have seen the opposite actually. We should have seen more than 2,000 contracts traded here on the increased volume. And now we saw 500 more contracts from the buyer side. So we might gonna see the price pushing to the upside from this point. Now, what is smart to do right here is to check a couple of things. First, we want to check the volume profile from this point down to that point to see the key area of control. The key area, it's up here with the low volume is down there. Okay, not very useful information at this moment, at least for the way I read the markets. Delta profile. We want to see the transactions now. So somewhere here. Okay, let me give you the outcome. If the price breaks above this bearish candles high, if the price breaks above 25,663, we're going to see a rally until somewhere 25,700. This is what I estimated here. This is what I believe it's going to happen. Look at these guys. We hit it the today's open. The price right here bounced at the today's open. It was right there. So let's see. When the volume decreases in the retracement, it's a sign of weakness. Okay. The price is far away from the VWAP. And the market usually has the tendency to go back to the mean. This is what the healthy market state refers to. If the price push further down, we have to see increased volume here by the sellers. Okay. By the way, I was planning to do this live only for 1 hour, but it looks like it takes a while. Markets are very interesting today. Let's see who will win this battle now. Who will win the battle? What do you guys think? What do you think is going to happen now? We had 3,200 volume with 265 on the delta. Now the sellers, they should take control. 30 seconds for the candles closure here. We don't see a strong seller yet. I don't read any significant number here, just the minus 49. Here we had minus 177, 140, 159, 100. We just see this seller here, minus 100. I don't know why it didn't follow through. Why the market? Now we see we see a buyer 110, 104, and 150. People are trying to 200. People demanding this to lift the price up. 200 here. Whoa, whoa. Buyers don't let it calm at all. They don't let it calm. So some sellers appeared here, but buyers are still bidding the shit out of this. Whoa, whoa. Look at what happened. 6,000 contracts, 3 times more volume in the market compared to the previous candles. The candlestick broke above that bearish engulfing high, and the delta was 1,700. Look at down here. We had minus 1,900, and the market didn't follow through. It didn't drop, and then after that, the sellers tried to push the price again, minus 1.2K, and now the buyers plus 1.7K. Sellers are trying to push the price lower, but they don't look that strong here. They don't look strong. So far, the highest number is 180, 189 from the buyers. And we have only minus 105 from the sellers. Let's see who will win now. Maybe the buyers, that's all what they have to give in the market. Whoa, 200. They are bidding so aggressive. Oh my God. That's insane. 189, 187. Look at this. 470, 460. Guys, if this is going to follow through, it's going to just go. You know what I mean? It's going to just go. It won't let it relax. Very, very, whoa. We just need to see an aggressive buyer or a seller. So far, it's a kind of equilibrium here, 84, 109, 130, and only minus 40 sellers here, minus 50, 138. Look at this. They are trying to push it higher and higher. Delta is still positive. Whoop. Back to this chart. Okay, so the buyers managed to push a little bit from that point. What do you guys think here? What are you thinking? What do you think is going to happen? From this time frame perspective, the market is down. Yeah, lower lows and lower highs. But to sell it, we need to find a key level of resistance, and we need to see where the market transacts a lot of trading activity that favors the sellers. Okay, one single candlestick is not enough to determine if you want to sell the resistance. You need to get the understanding of, okay, sellers now have higher probability to push this market down. Guys, I will wrap up for today. That was my first live, and we're gonna have another one on Wednesday. So if you find this enjoyable, if you if you start understanding a little bit of things here, the way I trade, don't worry, I will do a lot of educational videos. I will not leave you like this. Just make sure you join on these live sessions. I trade live with you. I'm doing my best with the analysis to help you if you're trading something else. So I will leave you with that. Thanks for tuning in again. Have a great afternoon wherever you are in the world. Make sure to give some thumbs up if you haven't. If you are not subscribed to my channel, just subscribe, show some love, okay? Thank you for being here, and I will see you again on Wednesday, same time. Bye, everyone.